Right, so before we get into the deck though, I want to give out a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Card Market. Now, I've used Card Market so much, I couldn't believe when they approached me for sponsorship because they're so good. Basically, Card Market is like a website where all European sellers can connect with each other, so I can buy cards from people from Germany, France, all that good stuff, Italy, and that also means that you can get some outrageously good prices. The time that springs to mind for me when I used them was I needed to get some Cynthia Caitlin for my ADP deck, and all across the UK and eBay they were like £7-8 quid, and I weren't paying that, so I went on to Card Market and I got 2 for £2 each. What's not to love? Right, so if this all sounds well and good to you, if you're new to Card Market, I have 4 £5 codes that will give you £5 credit on the generation of your account. So leave a comment, the first 4 people to say, you know, I haven't got a Card Market account, you will get a £5 coupon code from me. But if you've already got a Card Market account, don't worry, the first 3 people to say I've already got a Card Market account will get a £5 voucher as well, because Card Market are cool like that, you know what I mean? I'm trying to sort you guys out too. But if you missed that, don't worry, I've got some more codes that I'll be giving out on another video. So massive thank you to Card Market. Right, yo, welcome to the Slowpoke world, and you know I'm a fan of greens decks, and this is one of the last ones in format to tackle. We got ourselves green Braixen. Now, this is played a little bit like green Center Scorch, but what I really like about green Braixen is that you can search out the combo pieces to make that reset stamp super strong late game, and we got some funky stuff as well that we can use to make it super strong. So yeah, let's have a look. Right then, so here's our build around Charizard Braixen-GX, a basic Pokemon with 270 HP, with 2 attacks, brilliant flair for 3 fires, 1 color to do 180 damage. You may search your deck for 3 cards and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. Now, this is sort of the unique selling point, as it were, for Braixen over Green's Center Scorch. Now, the combos you can pull off with this are insane. Now, we've seen this back in the day played with Omastar, we've seen that before, but what we're going to really try and do with this is combine it with a really strong stamp in combination with Jessie James and one of these Surrender Now Weezing, so we can start taking out multiple cards from our opponent's hand and just pummel them for 180 basically. That's what we're going to try and do. So yeah, we play, obviously because we're a green deck, we can read these Volcanions, get those first energies onto our Braixen really easily. Obviously when you go in second on your first turn, you can search it for 3-5 energies and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Super strong. We play one of the other Reshiram as well, just because it's a really good attacker. Double Blaze GX 300 clears the way of most everything, almost, quite, not quite, but you know, it's getting that used to be back in the day, get for everything, but now it doesn't. But you know, pretty gnarly indeed. So outside that, we're a green set. We're just gonna play loads of combo stuff, you know, double stamp, a bit of energy denial as well, just so we can be a bit annoying. But let's just get into some games, shall we? Let's play against Deontay Jr. Deontay Jr. Tails never fails. We'll go second if that's okay, good sir. So let's see what our opponent's playing. I've got the metal and the ooh, very nice start. That's all we want to see. We ain't got a greens, we've got a spinner tech out, loads of energies out of our deck. We've got a quick ball to find our Braixen, and hopefully one of these Pokégears can find what we need. So okay, playing against this could be ADP. The ADP matchup, well, is, I wouldn't say it's sus, but you know, it's not particularly great either. The good news is we can really pummel them with that stamp play, but I actually probably should put Power Plant in this list. That's something that would really help against ADP. So note to self, take away 1 Giant Hearth and put in a Power Plant, because ADP plays so many drawing cards, you know, it's not really the greatest that we can't combine the big stamp play with a Power Plant. But you know, we're gonna try our best to move on. Annoyingly, oh, we could actually try and blow up the ADP with thingy. A thingy, yeah, you know, I want our thingy. Right, let's bin off that stamp. I think, yeah, this Charizard here. So we're gonna try and double blaze GX that bad boy. We can Energy Spinner. Take 3 energies out of deck. Yeah, we don't discard cards ever, so I think we're fine to do that. Hopefully one of these Pokégear sits a Welder, Jessie James, or greens. Okay, we get a Welder off that one, nice. Okay. So we can do this. Can actually welder down here as well. Okay, we get Poké. Oh, wow, we actually get the Weezing. Do we want to play that Crushing Hammer? Yeah, let's do it. Knock that off. And then we'll green. Okay, we get greens off that. It's not a welder though. Flare starter. 2, 3. Do we actually need a welder? 1, 2. We need 6, right? Yeah, let's just pile them all on. We can greens out Great Catcher. Switch. We can carry the ADP. That's the idea. And they can see because they knew exactly what we was going to do. So let's quickly bung in a power plant and then we'll get in for the next one. Flash 19732. Interesting. That's one of those names where like you really want your username to be Flash, but then lots of people have that new name ready. So you have to go to 19,732. Are we mulligan? They mulligan as well. Nice. There's no card advantage so far. You mulligan again? They have a mulligan, right? So we're playing against Eternatus. Eternatus is kind of scary because they can one-shot us like very easily. Power Plant doesn't do anything either. We have to hope that our hammers are out. Yeah, it's actually like super rough. We have to just hope for that big stamp, that big mid to late game stamp. Okay, we do get a big flare start off though, which is nice. They lead Zigzagoon. I don't know how impactful that is. It's probably good for them. It's Sableye. Okay. That's pretty standard now. They attach to Sableye. Wow. That's... I mean, they might be playing some energy acceleration. Get another Zigzagoon. I mean, rather Zigzagoon into Volcanion, to be fair, especially if they're playing Sableye. I don't know how, like, standard, like, loads of nets are in Eternatus anymore, so I'm perfectly fine with that. We can actually one-shot the Sableye as well with a brilliant flare. Okay, right, so we got Jessie James off the top. How crazy are we feeling? They probably have access to something, so I don't know if I like that. So we will tackle. We can safely... what's our hand saying? We've got our greens. We've got a Giant Hearth. Do we have our other Jessie James in deck? No. Is Weezing in deck? Weezing is in deck, okay. So we can probably... What tools would turn us? We can probably get rid of Tool Scrapper, right? Off the Giant Hearth. Or we could greens out... no, I think Energy Spinner is not really the greatest card to... Yeah, so we'll bin off Tool Scrapper. For 2 energy. And then... Greens for... What are we actually playing greens here for? Do we actually just hold that? What are we greens in for? Next time we can greens for like Switch. Oh, we can greens out Big Charm. I don't know how impactful that is. How many Big Charm do we play? Just the one? But you might want to save Big Charm for our other break zards. I think we're fine actually. So we'll just flare start. We'll put them all on active. I mean, bench. And if we get KO, or maybe we should have greens out for Switch that turn, because then we could bust his orders into that Sableye. Yeah, okay, so there was a mistake. Oh no, he actually put Sableye in the active. So they still need 1 damage counter though to one-shot the Volk. This isn't Eternatus, is it? Okay. This is okay, right. Yeah, this is Obstacoon Sableye, isn't it? Okay. That's a problem. So we have to chase this. No, there's no counter game. We actually might be okay. We play hammers as well. So we're not fussed about this Sableye at all now. So I think we're safe to just high heat blast KO that Linoon, right? Since I know what we're playing against now. Okay, we get double Jessie James. You actually might end up playing that next turn, you know. What did they load search? Oh, Evo Incense, okay. They're benching a lot of Sableyes, man. That's crazy. Like, is he going for the... Are they going for the Crazy Claws KO here? Whoa, okay. They just... Whoa, did they not realise that Obstagoon is their win con here? Wow. Okay. Interesting. There's a black market. Alright, we really wanted to Jessie James. But doesn't like we're gonna be able to do that now. I don't like the idea of taking one prize on this Sableye. I wonder if they play like bead and turbo patches and stuff. I imagine they probably play turbo patch, right? Interesting. Okay. So, got idea of just brilliant flaring for 2 prizes. That seems fine to me. So we can just do that, right? We green more stadium. And then our next turn we can line up the big a Jessie James player, right? So we probably want to take. Oh, it doesn't really matter what we take here, because then we can like take bare stuff from the brilliant flare, right? So we'll attach that. And I hope that they just don't get mad shenanigans. So we'll probably take this. We will take... I can't do taking boss. Oh no. Yeah, we'll take boss just in case. Do we have... We ain't got switch. Which is kind of interesting. We need to start like powering up something else. Have we seen Tag Call already? There's no point taking Quick Ball. You just take the actual target, right? Or do we start setting up a big Charizard to break through an obstacle that they might do? Quite like that idea as well. I'll take 2 prize cards. We've got 3 prizes left, and there's multiple stuff that we can one-shot, so I think we're okay. I mean, in theory, we can lose to shenanigans like this. Orchestra. Okay, wasn't quite ready for that, but we can yeet their hand away. Okay, their hand wasn't that fire though, if you pardon the pun. We applied both our switch then. I guess we have. Is it worth us doing that boss's orders? We have got Mallow Lana, right? In deck. I'm trying to think. What is our best play here? Okay, we get Mallow Lana. The input of Mallow Lana is though. Oh, we could have done Quick Ball Net. Oh. Yes, we should have took Quick Ball then, huh? I don't like the idea of just risking the attack. This is tough. I'm not actually sure what to do here. Guess we can do that. I don't want to hold on to the boss. Go down to 2. I think we're fine to attack once. Okay. Nice. Koga's Trap. It's not being very entertaining. I'm trying to work out what we can do. There's a great ball. Fail. There's a research. So the hand wasn't that bad. Maybe they topped that research. So energy turbo patch would be like disastrous. Not a Sableye. Vit band. I'm not sure that affects map. This Braixen is essentially dead. Crushing Hammer. Okay. I mean, we can actually just risk attacking again, to be honest with you. We take 3 cards out of their hand as well. I don't think they played Dene, so I can feel we afford to do that. Shame we haven't got Welder in hand. I didn't really play around or Koga's Trap, unfortunately. So don't we pick Weezing? Discard that card after the effect. Okay. And we'll get rid of them 2. Yep, please, one more. Okay. Got a 1 card hand. Nice. Yeah, we could do the Welder. I mean, have we seen the Welders? Have we seen any? Okay, we got Fire Crystal. This way work out next turn as well. Just paying, retreating, boss's orders. KO Sableye on bench. Research, very nice. I mean, if there's like a KO this turn, we can just reset stamp, do it all over again with the Jessie James. So it's an ordinary rod from our opponent. Yeah, I think actually paying retreat and just double blaze GX in, chasing energy. That seems fine to me. Playing their hand down again. Go on, play 1 more card so we can Jessie James again. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna swing again. It's not worth it. Oh, there's a Scoop Up Net. Do you have a way of searching for a Pokemon? We don't. Okay. But I think I'm fine to. We don't even need to play the Giant Hearth. We can Giant Crystal. We haven't GX'd, have we? No. Alright, so we can just do that. Treat. Yeah, and we'll just double blaze GX. Spin out the prizes and the 10th Surge. Well, we're definitely not playing 10th Surge anytime soon. And then what we can do next turn is attach 1 more energy with Flare Strike and KO. So, outside of energy turbo patch into an Obstagoon. Okay, yeah, they didn't have it. So, I guess that's one of those games where it's a little bit weird. But hey, you can sort of see when you can search stuff out. If you search out the correct stuff, you know, it might be okay. Let's have a look at the list. Right then, so here's the full list. Play 2 of the Braixen, pretty cool. Play 1 of this Charizard. You see, that's actually kind of helpful. Having access to 300 as well, or even being able to threaten it is pretty cool. Play 4 Volcanions because Flare Starter is pretty nuts. If you can take pressure off your Welders, you know, that's all well and good. But one of this reason, I feel as if this could be a bit win more, especially when you're playing Jessie James. Sometimes stamp plus Jessie James is all you need, but I like being a little bit more aggressive in the mid game, so we can save our stance. So we can do like a mid game Jessie James Weezing, then we can combine that. We can combine our second Jessie James in the back with a stamp. So that's why I kind of like this idea here. That's why I kind of like the reason for that. 4 Crushing Hammer, 1 Spinner, 1 Crystal, 1 Great Catcher. That all seems fairly standard to me. Being able to greens these things out or brilliant flare them when you want is pretty nuts. Let's not underestimate being able to search out cards. When you search out the right cards and you play around Pokégear's trap, you know that game will be over a lot faster. So you play 4 Quick Ball, 4 Pokégear, 2 Quick Ball, 2 Stamp. That all seems fine to me. I like the double stamp. Like I said, so if you prize a stamp, what we can do now in combination with this Weezing, we can sort of have like a pseudo stamp mid game. You just take cards out of your opponent's hand, and then we can go in for the big giant stamp later on. 1 Scoop Up Net. Now that's mostly for like prize manipulation against ADP. So that means, you know, if you flare star and that Volcanion doesn't die, you can then remove it off the board and still force your opponent to KO 2 tag teams. And that's the idea against ADP. 2 Switch, just for maneuverability, 2 Tag Cool, 1 Tool Scrapper. That's all fine. I guess in a Pokégear chat game we could have liked a couple more Switch, but you know, that's all well and good. 2 Giant Hearth and 1 Power Plant. I just love being able to combine Stamp plus Power Plant. I feel as if you're playing Greens deck, you have to play at least 1 Power Plant for that exact reason. Turn off the Dene out. 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Cynthia Caitlin, 4 Greens, 2 Jessie James, and 2 Lieutenant Surge. Pretty cool, to be honest with you. 2 Boss Orders I think is fine because you got your Great Cat to fall back on as well as Cynthia Caitlin to grab it back. 4 Greens is like a staple. 2 Jessie James, like this, you could argue this is a little bit extra, but like I said, I really like the idea of just that mid game being able to just tear cards out of your opponent's hand, really put them on a clock, and search your deck for 3 cards for next turn, and 2-shot in anything that they throw at you. It's actually really nice. 2 Lieutenant Surge is just so if we try and have 1 in the hand, we don't have to brilliant flare it. And you know, if your Volcanion goes down early, if you can like line up a big mad Surge play mid game, start playing more extra welders and stuff like this, it's pretty crazy. Surge welder is actually where you can get another break Zard going in 1 turn. Pretty nuts. 1 Mallow Lana in combination with Switch lets you get around status conditions and lets you heal off little pokes as well, which is always nice. 1 Team Grunt in combination with Hammers and your Lieutenant Surge, you can start getting crazy with energy disruption, and that's going to be a main against the Turners. If they're not playing Energy XL, which most of them aren't, you can just start taking off multiple energies in a turn. Pretty nice. 4 Welder, 1 Big Charm, and 10 basic fire energy. But let me know what you think. If you think this is the best way to play greens, or do you feel as if like a green center scorch is the best way? This is, I like the idea of being able to search your stuff out with this. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you're still around and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, do us a favor, try and hit 2,000 for the end of the year, so all help is much appreciated. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.